Hi guys, again I'm back. This is Dennis from Moko's Poultry Farm. This is a structure we built some time back, and I had to go there to see how the lady was performing, and I show you how that structure is performing before I show you the full video how we did construct this structure. Yes, this structure was for 1,000 birds, meaning that it was gonna accommodate 500 birds down and 500 birds up. But unfortunately, we went there when the ground floor was overflocked. It was having 8,000 birds, you can see. So the birds were so congested, but the lady just insisted because he called me some time back and I told her, no, just put the birds. We told you so. The ground floor wasn't performing well, though the upper floor was performing so well, because there she had put the number we told her, but downwards it wasn't performing so well. So let's dive in and I show you how we managed to come up with this beautiful structure which managed to accommodate 800 birds, however much we had told her to put 500 birds. Yes, we'll be back from the short break. You're still with Muku's Poultry Farm Limited. Yeah, this lady was a bit prepared, and this was the store. She had already built it and kept some maize for the project, so she was a bit prepared. That's the store and the place where we are gonna put the farm. Yeah, just the way you can see outside, the lady had a husband, and the husband begged to us because they had some rentals. So they told us to construct a very beautiful structure so that it won't chase away the tenants because of the smell and so on. And we promised them to give them a perfect job. And indeed, they appreciated it later, because till now they are still keeping their birds and they've never got any complaint from the tenants they are having. So it means these people are enjoying their life in a simple way, because they are having their tenants who do give them some money monthly, and they have their small project there, so the lady can enjoy her life in a simple way. So this is the place. The place was a bit small, but we managed to plan it very, very well. Like I told you earlier, the project was gonna be for 1,000 birds. It was a storage structure because the place was a bit small, so we couldn't put a ground structure. So we had to put a storage structure which was gonna accommodate 500 birds down and 500 birds up. So I'm talking about layer birds, not breeder birds, because we know where we put a 500 layer birds, it means you put around 750 broiler birds. So right now we are talking about layer birds. So this is our structure. I think if at all you've been following Moku's Poultry Farm Limited, you know all these steps. I told you earlier that we use these offcuts because they give us the full strength we want. First of all, they are cheaper and they give us the thickness which we want on our upper level of casting our flour. So just the way you can see the place was chain linked. Was done because the place was in somehow a developed place, so we had to chain link the entire premises so that we don't have trespassers. So though this structure was fully iron sheets, we had to put iron sheets on the downer walls, but being that it was in a slopey area, so we couldn't use only the iron sheets, so we had to use the bricks for the damp course, so that from there we could do our leveling. Remember, we have some slopes, so you cannot just do the leveling on the iron sheets. Downwards, we had to put a small wall to help in enforcing the casted soil. So these are our ladders. Ladders have two types. We have these ones where we first put the bricks, then the timbers up, or we have those ones where we use only the bricks and those where we use only the timber. So it depends on the place. So for this specific place, the upper floor was a bit high, so we had to first put the bricks for the steps, then up we finally put the timbers to continue with the ladders or the stairs. So this is it. We are always very fast when you're doing our structures, so you could see within no time we are almost done with the structure. So this is our ground and these are the stairs. So these are the stairs which you put on the ladders we've just constructed using the bricks. This is what I told you. So the iron sheets will come direct into the soil, then we put a small veranda to cater with rainy water and to help in because when you put the iron sheets in the soil they get to rust, so we put that small veranda to cater for that. And this is our balcony. You will see how it's being used. We use this one mainly to see our birds when you come upstairs and you don't want to go inside the structure, and we also use them as a place to pick eggs, because if at all you are picking the eggs, you pick from outside. So being that our structure inside, we don't want any laying box inside the structure because it reduces the space. Yes, so we use this balcony to pick the eggs. So this is how it works. So this is our structure. You can see it's already becoming so nice. We did these laying boxes. Actually, for this specific structure, we gave him two types of laying boxes. Upper structure, we put the external laying boxes, and then the downer one, we put the internal laying boxes. You will see them when we are done. So this is the behind part. We had to put the chain link I told you because we had to see the premises so that we don't have trespassers. So this is how we had to put our stairs down. I'm sorry the videos were cut short because we want to show you all the steps we took to come up with such a beautiful structure. So hope you can see our structure is already taking shape. Yes, now we are with the roofing. We were with the roofing because this structure was done some time back. You've seen the birds were already inside. So this is our structure. It's almost done. Now we are casting. I told you about this casting. We don't use concrete. No, we just use a small mortar of sand. However much you have to cater about the width of the mortar you put and also the type of sand you use. It has to have some gravel, or how do we say that, the gravels, yes, they have to be a bit bigger so that you get that strength, just the way you can see the sand which is used to make pavers. I think everyone can know the pavers. So this is our structure. We are getting done very, very soon. We are always very fast when doing our construction. You will see that we are having different types of iron sheets because our farmer had some old iron sheets and we had to cut the cost. So while constructing her house, she remained with some iron sheets. We also used them. So this is the internal laying boxes. So these were put on the downer floor because she had promised us that she might change her mind and put the local birds down, then the layer birds up, but she changed the mind and she used only the layer birds, just the way you saw them in the first video which we used. So you can see our structure, it's being so nice and very cheap. It came out to be very, very cheap because we tried our best to use the cheapest materials. We used the second-hand materials like the iron sheets you're seeing, and we tried our best to minimize the space. So this is our structure when it's being done. So this is the lower floor or the ground floor. We are also doing our casting. This is how we do our things. We use the dry bond. The sand isn't so wet and not so dry, so it's in the it's medium. So it's what we use on the downer floor to make our things so beautiful and strong. So we are done. We are done with our structure. So this is the upper floor. This is how it looked before when we had just done the construction. This is up, and this is the downer floor. Those are our stairs we used to go down, and that's the view for our structure. So this is Moko's Poultry Farm. We always do our things in the nicest way. Many people were complaining, why don't you show us how these structures do perform? I think you've seen today. At least today you've got a chance to see how the structure operates. So imagine the structure was for only 1,000 birds, but right now the structure is accommodating 1,300 birds. You get it. So it means the structure is so nice. If at all you can still put those birds and they manage to survive, it means we do something on a very high standard. So this is an aerial view of our structure. I think you can agree with me that we do things in a professional way, I think. Yeah, these are our structure. They are very unique, and you never find them anywhere because they are very unique. This is our footbath. We always put it there, and this one it helps the ones entering the lower floor and the upper floor. So that is it. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch. Bye bye.